Guys, welcome back to another episode of Imperial Diecast, and this right here is probably the one piece of scenery every 1/64 scale collector should have. A highly detailed, fully illuminated Shell gas station with an attached parking lot and convenience store. And this isn't some handmade commission piece that costs hundreds of dollars. Nope. This diorama is made by a company called G-Fans, and I got this from AliExpress for just $35, including shipping, and they still have plenty in stock, so what are you waiting for? Gas station dioramas have always been a great backdrop for your cars. And what I like about this one is you don't need any screws to build it. You don't need scissors to cut anything, and you don't even need glue. You just snap fit the pieces by pushing them together, and they sit pretty tight, so the pillars and such won't fall apart or end up slanted. This is the box all the pieces come in. As you can see, it doesn't take up a lot of space when being shipped. And it says G-Fans on top and not much else. Has a checker pattern running along the sides, and on the back, the address of the manufacturer. Now this doubles as a great box to store 1/64 scale cars in. So don't throw it away after assembling, because you usually don't find boxes that are this short in height that aren't pizza boxes. And you don't want to put your 1/64s in them, right? Inside the box is a single-page instruction sheet that tells you how to assemble everything. But other YouTubers have already made videos where they show in which order to assemble everything, so you can just watch those. I didn't film the assembly of mine, but I will quickly tell you how to assemble things looking at this instruction sheet, which the others did not show in their videos. So as you can see, we have here the ceiling of the gas station, which consists of the roof itself and then 4 pieces that connect to it, with the back part having the LED strip and the cable with the on-off button and the USB connector. So this is going to look like this once you have assembled it by just fitting them together. And that goes on top of the rest of the gas station here. And the way you assemble that is shown here. Now, you can either assemble the gas station first, or the roof first, or the convenience store, which is the middle part, or this is like the base of the gas station. It depends what you want to do. But the way I did it was I actually started with the convenience store, and the way you assemble that is with the storefront here, and then of course you have the floor of the store itself, a middle shelf, then the back shelf, and you have the counter and the countertop, and then you have the little coffee bean wall over there, and the wall with the restroom goes facing outside, and the fire hydrant is right next to it, and everything goes into its socket basically, and then the wall goes in front of that little parking space there. And once you've assembled that, you can then start with the next piece, which is of course the fuel pump and the main support pillars, and then you have the trash can to the left, and you have a little sign to the right, and then that middle piece that goes through the pillar, as well as the sign. And this is something that is then placed on like one bar or something like that, and it's repeated a second time here. And the convenience store is also placed on the base of the gas station, and this is the top part, which contains like these little brackets, the transparent ones that basically keep everything together. So there's 3 pieces, and they go on top. And then you have the road pieces, as well as the big sign, which again also goes on one of these little base pieces, I guess you can call it. And that's pretty much it. So once you've done all that, your gas station should look something like this. And Then the final thing that you need to do is to just place the roof on top of it the way you would place a hat. So there's no gluing or anything like that needed, and then your gas station will look like this. So, pretty awesome. And this whole build should take about 30 to 45 minutes tops. Now I think the material this is made out of is plasticard. It's like styrofoam in the middle, but has a plastic-like finish on both sides. Then you can see the fuel prices on the front, and the glossiness kind of makes it look like LED screens. And the rest of the gas station is also made out of the same glossy plasticard material. Except for the roof panels. They have a matte kind of texture on top and a rough texture along the sides. So first of all, what I like about the layout is it's modular. You can put the price board facing the right, or what you can do is rearrange it so that it is left of the gas station, while the road piece is in front. Or you can bring it around like this. What you can also do is put the road piece in between. The road is a bit narrow, but you can pretend it's a single lane. And that works both ways, of course. But in all these instances, the crosswalk piece won't fit anywhere, so sticking to the default layout is where it can go in here. Now I like to imagine this little parking lot here as a place to park your bicycles, scooters, motorcycles, or just for the employees working in the convenience store to come outside and take a smoke break. It's also where a queue might form for people wanting to go to the restroom. You know, the door for the people and the fire hydrant for the dog. These litter boxes were separate plastic pieces that are supposed to be placed here, but they were loose, so I ended up using some superglue to stick them in place. And they have an opening on both sides. The storm drain grating isn't just printed on the ground panel, it's slightly raised, like you can feel it when you run your finger over it. There's space for 4 cars, one on each side of each gas pump, but you can park more cars near the price board. Now there is one thing you need to know, and that is, contrary to what seems logical, the gas station roof isn't illuminated on all 4 sides, but rather on only the front and the 2 sides, as the back panel remains unlit, and that's because the LED strip is located there. In fact, we can examine this even after having built the diorama because the entire roof just sits on everything like a hat and can be removed. Now the way the lighting works is that there's actually only one LED strip on the backside of the roof, and the convenience store does not have a ceiling, so the LED panel shines directly onto the store underneath, illuminating it. The roof section is also hollow, so the light reaches the front portion of the gas station sign as well, and illuminates the Shell logo. However, because there is only one LED strip, the underside of the gas station roof is not lit up, which in turn means there isn't any direct light source for the fuel pumps, and that's like my biggest issue with this diorama. If a second light strip had been provided to the front section, then the entire gas station would be properly lit. When I watched this diorama being reviewed by some of the other YouTubers, I didn't realize at the time that they had placed it in between other illuminated dioramas they owned, and the light from those sources was lighting up the front part of this gas station, so it kind of looked brightly lit up. But by itself, only the convenience store and the top sign will be illuminated. So just keep that in mind before deciding to buy this diorama. So I hope my review helped out, and thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. This is Imperial Diecast, signing out.